Hey fam, this is Nurse Leslie and this video is about regrets. There once, you guys, was this elderly lady. She was very elderly and she was very sick. And this elderly lady did not have much time left. So she spent her final days in her mansion in her bed. Unfortunately, her husband, who she had been married to for over 50 years, has recently deceased. So, to make her final days as comfortable as possible, she had hired herself a private nurse. Now, this elderly lady was very much to herself. She didn't really speak much. She wasn't very social. She wasn't very talkative. She was very, very private and very much to herself. And especially since her husband has deceased. The nurse who she had hired, her private nurse, was downstairs getting her medication ready, when all of a sudden the intercom downstairs rang. The elderly lady called the nurse if she could please come upstairs. So the nurse went upstairs and said, "So miss, you rang. Is there anything that I can do for you? Do you need something?" "Yes, dear," said the elderly lady, "I do need something. I please want you to sit down because, you know, I'm very lonely up here, and as you can see outside, the weather is just absolutely atrocious. And the weather outside was horrible. It was very, very windy. It was dark. It was rainy, and there was this very, very loud thunderstorm going outside, which kind of startled the elderly lady. So she asked the nurse to come sit down with her. "Can I get you anything, miss? Would you like some tea or like some coffee?" "Yes, please," she said to the nurse. "I would love my favorite cup of tea, my orange and jasmine. If you like anything for yourself, dear, feel free to get it. The machine, as you can see, is right at the end of my bed." So the nurse went to the machine and got her a cup of coffee and got a favorite cup of tea for the elderly lady and brought it over. "Please do sit down," said the elderly lady. So, a bit surprised and shocked as the nurse was, she sat down and handed the elderly lady her tea. "What is it that you wished to speak to me about?" said the nurse. So the elderly lady looked at her and said, "First of all, my dear, I really want to thank you for taking the time of sitting down with me and having this talk and this lovely cup of tea with me. Thank you so much." She said to the nurse, "Listen, I want you to listen very, very carefully. You're an absolutely terrific young lady with a bright future ahead of you. And I've really taken a shine to you, and this is why I have chosen to have a talk to you. And I want you to hear this and really take this to heart." Surprised and shocked as the nurse was, she asked, with a bit of a trembling voice, "What is it you want to tell me, miss? I have to say you're kind of frightening me." "Don't be frightened, my dear," said the elderly lady. "I just want to say one thing. Please don't ever end up bitter and alone like this old lady you speak to now." The nurse was very shocked about this and said, But what do you mean? I don't understand. Why would you say to not end up like you? You have it all. You have a big, beautiful house. You had a very loving marriage. You have a beautiful car. You have everything at your fingertips. You have the life that so many people can only wish and dream for. What do you mean to not end up like you?" So the elderly lady looked at the nurse and said, "Yes, you are right. I do have this big beautiful mansion. I have money. I had a long-lasting marriage, but the one thing that I never had is happiness. This old lady you see in this bed is full of regrets." The nurse was stumbled. "What do you mean you are full of regrets?" "Well, as you just said, I do have this big mansion. I do have all these expensive cars. I have all jewelry. I have everything. But the one thing I never had was happiness. And the one thing this elderly lady has today is nothing but regrets. I never told you this, dear, but the one thing that I always wanted to do was go to fashion school. I had this big dream, you see, of becoming a fashion designer for everybody. Not just the big, rich, and famous, but for everybody. I always believe that fashion really brings out the confidence in everyone, and I wanted to be unique, and I wanted to be different in my designs. And I couldn't wait to get to this school. I wanted to travel to Milan. I wanted to travel to Paris to fulfill my dream, you know. But of course, I had a husband. And he said, "Why would you want to go to Paris? Why would you want to go to Milan? I have all the money in the world. I will buy you all the clothes you fancy. You don't need to design anything. I can buy you everything. I can buy you all the jewelry you want. I can buy you the house you want. I could buy you all the cars you want. This dream you are talking about is nothing but rubbish. It's nonsense. No wife of mine is going to travel the world. No wife of mine is going to go to fashion school and design. Haha. I know personal designers of mine. They are close friends of mine, and they will design everything for you that you wish, and everything for your friends as well. No, 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 no. No wife of mine is going to be doing this. All you need to do is cook and clean and be here for your husband." So, you see, my husband never allowed me to do anything that I wanted. Because, why should I? He has all the money in the world to do everything for me. And so, I accepted this, you see. And I lived my life in a big mansion. With expensive cars, with diamond rings, with money in the bank. Like you said, the life that so many can only wish, hope, and dream for. But you see, this life is nothing without happiness. Nothing in this world makes you more happy. When you can live your life the way you want. When you can fulfill your dreams and chase your dreams, for, as you see, now I'm on my last dying days in this bed as an old sickly lady. And it's not only me that is going to die, my dear, like my husband recently did, but also my dreams. I'm taking my dreams with me into the grave, the dreams that could have been chased and could have been the life that I truly wanted, and the inspiration that I could have been with my fashion ideas for so many people around the globe. And this is why I say never end up like this bitter old lady. You are a very young, vibrant, and bright woman. Go out there, fulfill and chase your dreams, and do not end up like this lady. The nurse was so shocked. The tears were running down her face, and she said, "I never knew." She said, "Open up the top cabinet, my dear, and have a look at my books." And in this book were all her designs. Men, women, children, unique, beautiful, different. The nurse just could not believe what she saw in these books. She's like, you drew these yourself? I drew them all myself. They're all figured out on my own, all thought of on my own. And you see, these were my dreams, and now they die with me. Do not ever end up like this old lady. We have it all, but I don't have my dreams. Don't you let your dreams die with you like this old lady. So fam, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really want to let you know, please do not ever give up on your hopes and dreams, and never let anyone stop you, because you just never know what fingerprint or what path you will leave on this earth, you guys. Nurse Leslie loves you. Have an awesome and terrific day, and if you like my content, you guys, and if you love my videos, please be sure to like and subscribe, push that notification bell so you will know when I have a new video ready to go. More of these videos and podcasts will be coming, you guys. And also, I'm going to put up a poll, a surprise poll, and you get to vote what you want to see next. So fam, have an awesome and terrific day. Again, Nurse Leslie loves you. Never give up on your dreams. See you in the next video.